Hey, it's Madison Chase, and welcome to It's Yes or No. It's your entertainment source or news option. Again, I'm Madison Chase, and all the way in Wiggity Wick, Wisconsin is my girl Stefztv. Say hello.
What's up, girl? I love the Wickety Wick introduction. It makes me smile every single time. It makes me want to go, oh yeah.
You know what, Steph? I don't know. Could you hear me talking?
Are you talking?
When I did the intro, because I think my volume was turned down when I was watching the story. So hopefully.
No, yeah, I can hear you.
You can hear me? Okay, good.
Yeah, girl, I got you.
Okay, just double checking. So today we are talking about Mr. Kobe Bryant, the Black Mamba himself, the man, the legend, and soon to be businessman, not just a businessman, but a venture capitalist. And the interesting thing about Kobe Bryant's story is that it brings all too clear of Magic Johnson, because Magic Johnson, once he retired, was smart enough to connect with the right people who knew their business. It's a great example of how you can be successful in basketball by using your name and partnering with the right people. So here's the story. This story is from the Wall Street Journal, it's a very reputable publication. And the story, the title is Kobe Bryant and Stefztv unveil a $100 million venture capital fund. So the retired NBA star and his partner today unveiled their vehicle for investing in technology, media, and data companies. Kobe Bryant, I guess he turned 38 on Tuesday. So this was August 22nd. Today's the 24th, 25th. So yeah, his partner is 43-year-old Stefztv. He's a longtime entrepreneur and investor who was introduced to Mr. Bryant by a mutual friend. I'm always curious, like, how do people meet each other? And not only how do they meet, but is it because he's super successful in his own right?
I mean, you're Kobe Bryant. You can get a meeting with anyone.
Anybody, right? So
yeah.
Here's the thing. So here's more about the story. The two have been invested in 15 companies since 2013, but only after Mr. Bryant's retirement from basketball have they decided to formalize their relationship and fund. So they were investing in businesses since 2013. They are contributing the $100 million, which they expect to invest over the next few years. I know two of those companies are LegalZoom and Alibaba.
What?
They also have current investments include sports media website, the Players Tribune, video game designer, legal services, LegalZoom, telemarketing software firm called Ring DNA, and a home juicing company called Juicero. That's interesting. They even bonded over shared injuries. Kobe Bryant, who's 6'6", had an Achilles rupture in the 2013 game. I'm laughing. And I guess Mr. Stibel had a broken foot in a mishap with a Manhattan cobblestone. I'm laughing that they even put that in the story. So I wanted to do more information about Stibel, because I think it's always so interesting, because I think he dropped out of college. He's an entrepreneur. He started numerous technology and marketing companies at the age of 32. He became one of the youngest public company CEOs in America and opened the NASDAQ stock market in 2007. He was the CEO of Dun & Bradstreet, and until the merger of Dun & Bradstreet. And this is all information. He was general manager and senior VP of United Online. He runs ISPS, Net Zero, and Juno social networking site Classmates. He was a founder and CEO of Applied Cognition Labs, Worldwide Media Works, C Vista Development, and Simplet. So there's a whole list of stuff that he's did. But the most impressive thing is he left graduate school to start Simply, a search and marketing company that was sold to Net Zero. So Steph, question to you. First question, do you think other players, not just in the NBA, will look at Kobe's story and say, wow, he had so much success as an NBA player. Now he's partnering and venturing with someone, which is kind of interesting because throughout most professional athlete careers, they're normally coached by someone. So I feel like Stefztv is almost like his business coach, for a lack of a better term. Do you think other NBA players will take note and start doing similar ventures like Kobe Bryant?
I mean, I think they should. I feel like a lot of those athletes, basketball players, when you come into a lot of money, or, you know, it's like they come from like not a lot of money. Not that it's not a lot of money. Like, not every single situation is the same. But what I'm saying is, if you have a normal money and then you sign a multi-million-dollar contract to be a basketball player, the first thing you should do is get a financial advisor on your team. And hopefully most of these athletes, whatever the sport is, do that. Now, I'm sure that Kobe didn't, you know what I mean? Like, he's found trust in this guy. I'm sure he's calculated. He knew that he was going to do this. So for him to, after he retires, take some time and do things like this, it just, to me, proves how smart he is. And I really like it.
Yeah, I think I respect this Kobe Bryant more than I respect the Mamba. Like, I know he did some amazing things on the court, but to me, this is like the most impressive, because I hope it sets another precedent where you see more and more athletes who don't get so involved in the showy stuff, the cars, the homes, the this, the that, but making money so that you could retire comfortably because you've been used to a certain kind of lifestyle. And not just that, but I think to whom much is given, much is required. And I always think that, you know, people tend to support you more when they see that you are really involved in the community, because people love to throw shade at Tim Tebow. But one of the reasons why people love Tim Tebow is that he is always actively involved in people who are less, you know, not as successful financially, or who are struggling, like with terminal illnesses, like with children. So when you take care of the least of these, you know, that's what you're supposed to do. And so when you see someone like Tebow, it makes sense. So those are the athletes that I like root for and cheer for. So second question, do you wonder, like, I want to know who the mutual friend and how that conversation started, and if that person is involved in the mix. Like, do they get like a finder's fee for, like,
do they get a cut?
Like, I would want to be the friend and be like, yeah, Kobe, remember when I introduced you to Jeff, and now?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that whoever made that connection is getting something. It seems like a business. You know what I'm saying? It's like, if you introduced me to your friend and me and your friend just went and made, you know, a few $100 million together, I feel like you'd at least be offered a job, a cut, a percentage, a point of the company, something. Something has got to be done. I definitely think something's done. And I definitely think they're the type of people that are aware of that. I mean, now, if it was just like Kobe's lawyer introduced him to his financial advisor, through his financial advisor, he was out at a, you know, a schmooze party and met this guy, then that I think is not, you know?
Mm-hmm. I agree. I would hope that they would look out for the person that actually introduced them. But I could see if they didn't get anything in writing and they didn't anticipate, oh yeah, this could potentially turn into, you know, a multi-billion-dollar company, because that's pretty much what he's on task to do, is to be like a billionaire. And not just, I love that he's not doing what Michael Jordan did. Like, Michael Jordan is part owner of a team, and I know other ex-athletes, Curtis Martin, do you know who he is?
Yeah, I do.
I know that he was trying to own a team at one time too. So yeah, I love that he's going completely away from sports, and he's doing more of a business venture. And I think more athletes should do that. So now, Steph, you said a statement that you think that more athletes should get financial advisors. Do you think that Kobe Bryant's financial advisor is a part of this venture?
I don't know if he's a part of the venture, but I know that, you know, I mean, I don't know that he's a part of it in a sense that he's a part of the project. Does the decisions that Kobe makes go through this financial advisor? I believe yes. And usually financial advisors work for a percentage of what the person's making. So say, you know, Kobe's making $100 a year, the advisor will make 10% of that, so he'll make $10 a year. If Kobe's making $1,000, then he'll make $100. So it's in his best interest to advise Kobe to do the best things that he can do with his money, because he gets a percentage overall of the money. That's usually how I think it works.
Yeah. So this is interesting. I just read this in the story. Stefztv said, "We don't want to be in the business of investing in companies so someone can use Kobe as an endorser." I love it. Like, he's not using Kobe, he's actually partnering with him. Because I feel like a lot of companies, like, you know, when you look at companies like Nike, like, they use a particular brand so that people will continue to buy, but not necessarily care about how it affects the community. But he said, "That's not interesting," said Mr. Stibel, who began his career in brain research and later founded and developed tech companies. "The point is to add real value." So I hope that this will encourage other players. One other thing that it says, Mr. Bryant, who is known for his painstaking preparation and training, said he also brings the ability to identify entrepreneurs with a robust work ethic. So I think that's a good thing. And I hope that this will encourage more players, one, to do the research and be inspired to do something other than basketball after they retire. Yeah, so those are my questions. And I pretty much agree with everything that you said, Steph. I think that it's going to be interesting because Alibaba, I know, is a huge company, and LegalZoom, I know, is a huge company. Yeah, I wonder if Kobe will get involved with LeBron James, Chris Paul, and Carmelo Anthony with that. What's happening?
Maybe.
We'll see. Because I feel like he's trying to set up a little bit. Because he's always kind of been like the lone wolf when it comes to doing things on his own. You know, with the Shaq.
Yeah, no, I'm with you on that. I could see that happening.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope that he'll be a part of that too. So thank you guys for watching. I'm Madison Chase, and we're talking about Kobe Bryant and his $100 million venture capitalist business that he's partnering with Stefztv. And we want to know your thoughts, your comments, and if there's something that you want us to talk about and cover, we'd love to also have you guys be a part of this discussion as well, because sometimes it's more fun to have other people's opinions too. Respectful comments, mind you. So I'm Madison Chase. You can find me on YouTube at @1MadChase, on Instagram, Madison Chase Fitness, Twitter, Madison Chase Fit. MadisonChaseFitness.com is my website. MadisonChaseMedia.com is my other website. And I'm also on Pinterest and Periscope and Snapchat. So Steph, where can everybody find you?
You guys can find me on Instagram and Twitter, IAMSTEFZ. And my YouTube is Stefztv. It's Steph with an F and just the letter Z.
Steph with an F, not with a E. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.
Bye-bye.